Oh, come on, Seattle, I was watching that.
Wait, hold on. What's going on?
You don't see all the colors? They're not supposed to be there.
Maybe not, but they're pretty though.
Yeah, but I want to watch my hockey game.
It ain't easy being a Coyotes fan. And it ain't easy being a Coyotes fan living in Alberta. To the north of me are the Edmonton Oilers, and to the south of me are the Calgary Flames. And here I am, smack dab in the middle. So join me for Season 1 of the Albertan Coyotes Fan, where I talk about the Arizona Coyotes, the 23-24 Arizona Coyotes. Let's see if we make the playoffs this year. Stay howling. Go Yotes!
Here we go. 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 Yotes win 4-3 in the shootout over the Seattle Kraken. And we're not going to waste any time here. Nope, none at all. Let's get right into it. So, of course, I'm going to start all of these angry because you know how broadcasters have this routine that they do. Like, I heard on one broadcast, I can't remember if it was the Ducks or the Kings. I think it was the Ducks. Activation is a word that the broadcast uses all the time. So they've got their routine. Other broadcasters have their routine. They have their thing that they're going to say over and over again. Well, the Coyotes, who are not broadcasters, they actually matter in the standings. Broadcasters, they can do whatever they want. It doesn't affect anything. However, the Coyotes actually mean something in the league. They win, that's 2 points for us. And what's the first thing they do? Because they always do this. This is the Coyotes. This is what they do. They give up an early chance. Right away. 2 Seattle Kraken's players are coming up. They are all alone. There's not one Coyote back. They're flying back. They're trying to get back. But there's not one Coyote there. Pass back and forth. Goes in the net. Yeah. But Michele, which, again, it's another thing that the Coyotes do. They go down early. And then they come back. They have this thing. I don't think I've seen one early chance that hasn't been immediately followed up at some point. Like, there's never 2 uninterrupted by the other team. It's always, we go down early, immediately, we're going, we're off to the races. Because Michele gets a feed from Bukestad, he fires it at the net, it rings the post, but instead of ringing the post in the way that it goes out of the net, instead, it rings the post and goes into the net, which is good. Later on in this period, a scrum ensues in front of Ingram, and the puck is kind of lost within the scrum. It kind of gets shot out. Ingram, with laser eyes, might as well be Superman, finds the puck, lunges on top of it, kills the play. Then another save is made that's really interesting, really cool, because it's Keller. It's not Ingram. Ingram had the secondary save. You know how you got secondary assists and all that? No, this is the secondary save. Because the puck squeezed through Ingram, landed on the goal line, but it didn't go in. Keller finds the puck, shovels it out, but there's a rebound. And the rebound goes to the Kraken, who takes a shot. It hits kind of off the post, kind of all over the place. But the important thing is Ingram sees it this time and jumps on it. But based on Keller's save, look how close this is to the goal line. Look how close it is to crossing the goal line. That's close. Let's skip the awards this year. Let's just give the Vezina to Clayton Keller. Clayton Keller wins everything. He wins it all. Who cares about Connor McDavid? Who cares about any of the Colorado Avalanche people? Nathan McKinnon? Who cares about the Tampa Bay Lightning, period? Austin Matthews? Leon Draisaitl? None of them. None of them get a trophy this year. Keller gets a trophy this year. He gets a bunch of trophies this year. And we're going to cancel the award ceremony. Or we're just going to have it in all... It's all in Arizona because who else needs to attend? It's all for Keller. And then the period ends with coincidental minors. Clayton Keller and a Kraken player gets hauled off to the bench as the period ends for... There was an interference. It looked like an interference. But apparently Clayton Keller fell too easily. You're on ice. It's pretty easy to fall. So why are we, I don't know, giving an embellishment call to the Coyotes? Like, Yeah, I'm a fan. I am not qualified to make any of these calls. I'm not qualified at all to really have much of a say that's worth anything because I don't know how hockey works because I don't play it. And I am the couch coach, I guess. But what I saw there was not embellishment. But then we get into the second period, and somewhere along the line, early on, the Coyotes go on a power play after those two coincidental liners are over with. And on this power play, my voice is going. It shouldn't be going. I'm young. I'm too young for this. My voice should be strong. Keller gives it to Schmaltz, who gives it back to Keller. Keller shoots. It goes in the net. But it's not Keller's goal. They had to fix it later because Barrett Hayton deflected it into the net. So Barrett Hayton now has his first goal of the season. And where were you? We could have used this kind of stuff a while ago. That said, right after this, Kraken score, we're tied 2-2. But then we go into the third period, and the Kraken score. Right on the doorstep, the Kraken score. But then the Coyotes go on a power play because of a very blatant cross-check, which they were trying to call both broadcasters and the bench for another embellishment because everyone hates Keller. Can we turn that into an ABC special or something like that? I don't know, like TLC, something like that. Everyone hates Keller. It's just the life of Clayton Keller and everyone not liking him. But just like the second goal that was scored for the Coyotes, it's a back and forth. Keller to Schmaltz. Back to Keller. Keller takes the shot. It goes in the back of the net. And Barrett Hayton doesn't get the point on this one. I believe it's Dursey who gets the extra point on this one for the secondary assist, I think is what it's called. I know hockey. I'm very qualified to be talking about hockey. But now we have a game. It's 3-3, leading into basically the second half of the third period. And things are starting to get really riled up in intensity. There's many chances, many goaltender moments. There was one for Decord where he was basically flat on the ground, but he was able to maneuver the pad, the left pad, to stop like 3 different attempts from Coyotes players to put the puck in the net. So he did really good, which, while we're talking about Decord, he is an ex-Sun Devil. He used to play for ASU, which is the owner of the barn that he is playing in right now. And Ingram had his own really nice save when the Kraken got a chance at a breakaway. And Ingram makes the save. And I think that sparked the team because we looked incredible after that. We get to overtime, then ultimately nothing gets settled in overtime. We go to the shootout where Schmaltz goes up. He doesn't score because he puts on too many moves and the goaltender doesn't buy it. The Kraken player tries to score. It gets deflected up into the netting. Bjugstad scores after faking out Decord. He draws the puck just a bit to the left of Decord, and Decord is down and out. It's basically a wide open net as long as he elevates it, and he does, and it goes in the net. And spoilers for the rest of this, because I will cover very lately the rest of the goals, but that's the only goal scored in this shootout. Kraken goes next. They don't score. The player tried to transfer to the backhand, but he kind of whiffed on it, so it went through into the 5-hole, which is dangerous, mind you. But Ingram managed to stop it before it went too far, 5-hole. Keller goes. He shoots way too late after trying a few too many moves. And he hits the side of the cage, no goal. And all Ingram has to do right now is make one save. The Kraken player gets going on the rush. He takes the shot. Ingram saves it. And just like that, the Arizona Coyotes beat the Seattle Kraken 4-3 in the shootout, which, by the way, marks the second shootout that the Coyotes have gone into in this season that they've won. They are 2-0 in shootouts this season. And the Kraken, they're the opposite. They're 0-2. So now that this is all over and everything, couple things I want to mention. For one, the technology. We are in 2023. The NHL is a recognized league. It's a recognized national league worth millions upon billions at this point of dollars. Why are the TV situations as dire as they are? Like, I could be bringing up the Coyotes not having a real TV deal at the moment. They're still trying to figure all that out. But the game that I saw, there was a bit in the first period where I didn't see the game. It literally just read technical difficulties. Yeah, I couldn't hear anything. Then the broadcast hearing audio stuff came back. And like a minute later, the video came back. So there was probably a minute that I missed. And if there was a goal scored in there, I would have been just a little bit upset. This isn't the Coyotes broadcast. This is the Kraken broadcast. I don't know what the Coyotes broadcast is. I haven't been able to find it. We're living in an era where we can, without using green screens, it could just be whiteboards with a whole bunch of puck marks on it. We can make animated advertisements that, quite frankly, they don't look half bad. They are distracting. I will give it that. And sometimes they do glitch a bit. But comparatively, that's pretty impressive when you're looking at that versus, hey, we can't hear you or see what's going on, like, at all. What's going on? So, on that note, apologies to anything that's a bit misconstrued or incorrect, because quite frankly, if it wasn't the technical difficulty screen where I couldn't hear or see anything, there was a delay for a bit where it was like, I don't know, 2 seconds off. I would know about something before it was shown on screen, and it was messing with my head a bit. And then there were many, many, many points in the game where the screen would just, I don't know. It's like there's a bit of an interference between shots or something, or like maybe they're trying to play an advertisement too soon or something, because the screen will just go rainbow colors, kind of like what you'll see in an emergency broadcast, like right before it gets into the actual broadcast. But there will be points where I'm looking at the game and then suddenly I'll see Jack in the Box come on screen. And it's not the board advertisement. It's not the ice advertisement. It is literally the advertisement of Jack in the Box's hungry tacos or spicy tacos or whatever he called them. I don't know. Overlaid on top of the game that I'm trying to watch. So I may have missed quite a bit due to that. The other thing is I was mentioning earlier about the habits that the Coyotes have. And another thing that we really have to work on, and I don't know what it's going to take, if it's going to literally take the coach yelling, shoot from the bench. We do this cycling thing where we'll lead the puck for the next player who will lead the puck for the next player, and we get really good cycling until we don't, and then the puck gets poked away. But that's because we keep doing this thing over and over and over and over and over again until eventually they figure it out. Carcone had the opportunity to put the puck in the net with basically half the net revealed. Like, he would have had it. He passes it. But all my rambling out of the way now. The Coyotes play the Blues on Thursday, which is also the game where the Oilers play the Sharks. And I'm really intrigued to see how that game goes, because the Oilers recently just put Jack Campbell on waivers, hilariously. So I might be kind of multitasking between the games, but we'll figure that out as it comes. So in the meantime, stay howling, go Yotes! Thank you for watching.